Wow, that was great. Fantastic.
Thank you, Cathy. Great to see you after so many years.
I know, man. We were just talking about uh
27,
yeah,
27 years ago.
27 years ago,
Ago.
Jamie Finley and I went to visit and do some gigs, and we had a great time, right?
Wow, really great time.
Yeah.
Really.
I'm just doing my thing here, getting us up here and running. Here I go. I am totally yours now. We have at least one person up here
Thank you.
right now. So, Gianfranco Continenza. I think Jamie met you at a GIT, right? Was that correct?
Yeah. While I was attending J, yeah, he was my teachers, one of my teachers over there,
Yeah.
and we met over there. But we really get tied after the G.I.T time. When I came back to Italy, he contacted me to come to play some gig together and do some clinic, and we get really friendly, as you know.
Yeah, yeah. How long were you here in LA? Were you only in LA or did you go to other places as well? And
No, just in LA. It was I graduated in 1992,
okay.
exactly 30 years ago. 30 years ago, I graduated. So it was like 31 years ago. I went to LA. I just live in Hollywood and just stay there all the time.
Yeah. So, and I'm sure probably one of your teachers was Joe Diorio too. And I mean, there, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Joe, he came back also to my school to play some clinics. We did a gig together. Joe was incredible
Uh,
musician, incredible teacher, incredible person, as you know.
yeah.
And I love the CD you made with him
Yeah.
in
Thank you.
duo. With a lot of chorus, but it sounds like Fender Rhodes a little bit, but with his voicing, incredible musicianship. Wow, it's fantastic.
Yeah. I loved Joe. He's one great person and guitar player. And so, and just because we're talking about GIT, for those of you who don't know what GIT was what is now Musicians Institute in Hollywood.
Yeah,
And it first started out as GIT.
yeah.
Um, and it was basically what was his name, the owner?
Patix.
Pat Hicks, right. So
Yeah,
he
yeah.
actually gathered like some of the best guitar players
Yeah,
and made the
right.
school in Hollywood.
Oh, okay,
And
okay. There was Joy Pass. It
Joe
was Joy
Pass,
Pass on guitar. Larry Carlton,
recall.
and many the top guitar
Yeah,
player. Our Roberts. It was our
right.
Roberts.
Howard Roberts,
Okay, Ron Eschéte,
Neste.
of course. Joe Diorio, Don Mock, and it was
Yeah,
the best guitar player around the world.
yeah, yeah. And then they started expanding. Like they added drums. The drum school. They added
Yeah,
the
see, yeah.
bass school, the piano
The,
school.
the best, the Bass Institute, yeah, Bass Percussion Institute with
Yeah,
drums,
yeah, percussion.
We started like a Guitar Institute of Technology. It started with G.I.T. After
Yeah,
it became Musician Institute with all the instrument
yeah.
and voice.
And then finally, at the end, they added the voice.
Yeah,
But
because I
it took
think
a few
in
years.
94, Petix sold the Musician Institute to Japanese guy, and were a little bit different.
I remember that I was there. I was there then, and I had already been going to Japan a lot, and
Yeah.
yeah, you probably weren't there because you were a student, but there was this day that the Japanese owner and his
Yeah.
interpreter, who was a woman, came and sat with all the teachers, and he literally was screaming at us. And
Oh,
the
really?
interpreter was having to interpret his really rude, his rude comments like, you guys
Yes.
suck, I can pay students like $10 an hour and get what you're doing. And people, a lot of people actually left then.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Also Joe left. Joe Diorio left. I remember. I think he left. He went to USC. I think.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because of all this. That's incredible. This is really incredible.
It was incredible.
I can't believe this happened. I can't believe that.
Yeah.
With
And then they
all
still
our-
lasted too.
Mm.
They still lasted. You didn't have anything to do with the LA College of Music, though, right?
No.
Right. Because I
I
know
don't.
they were students as well, and they split off. They kind of started building that school as well.
Okay. But
So,
I was lucky because I was before when I graduated. It was still the old generation on musician institute with ethics. So I was lucky. 2 years later, it became this changing
yeah,
in '94.
right, okay. So, and you actually went back to Italy, and did you right away create a school, or was it a few years?
Yeah, I created two schools. One, it was called where you have been, Professional Musician Institute. After 4 years, I created this school, Contemporary Music Academy. Now it's just about this year will be 24 years anniversary of the school.
Wow, that's so
So
cool,
long,
man.
Yeah, and I also did teach jazz guitar at Pescara Conservatory for a couple years in between.
I have a friend of yours here from Miami Beach. He said, we love Gianfranco Continenza. Thank you for this live stream. Christopher Fallon.
Okay. I never, he's a sweet guy. I never met him. He always appreciate my music. Okay. Hi, Chris. Thank you.
Yeah, we have Mark Baldrich and Toby Simmons and Frederica Palacci. And anyway, just
Hi
those are
to
the people who
everyone.
are saying hi so far. So, yeah, so wow, the 24 years. So what do you do with the school now? Are you the president of the school, or what?
Yeah, I am. I'm president. I'm teaching. Like just guitar, but also modern guitar, like fusion guitar, rock, or some rock guitar. Just open mind, because my concept is the music. All the beautiful music is always beautiful. You need to have the right taste, and so I like to be. I teach to my student to be open with the music, but be really tasteful about it. And I love to work on their own personality. At the beginning, they try to emulate like Pat Metheny, like Alan Osworth, like Scott Henderson, but they try to find their own way. I try to talk with their notes, you know what I mean? Not to emulate
Yeah.
other, but to find its own style on music. That's the
Well,
hardest thing in me.
I want to talk about that because I think that's super important. I was just reading The Inner Game of Music, which is a book that talks about that. I mean, there's so many teachers and books that, lead us towards that. And I'm curious to know, do you have ideas on how to get that, how to get that from a student, how to inspire the student to find their own voice. How do they
Yeah.
find it?
What I personally am doing, okay, at the beginning you have to study harmony, scales, arpeggio, you know, the chord chains, the right notes. After they start to talk, just be musically, not to play so many notes, but just to create melody and try to forget about all the things, like Joe used to tell me. He said to forget about everything and just play. I think like I say to them, it's just a talking between us. Tell me something about your notes. Quindi try to the language that come from them. I usually interplay with them. I play my phrase and they answer with their phrase, you know? Well, I start to work step by step. It takes a long time, but it works. It works.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's very interesting. In this book that I was reading, it talks about having students do unusual things, like if they're right-handed, play with the left hand. You know, and see what happens.
Backward.
Yeah, just see what happens. It's not like you're going to be fabulous, but maybe something comes to, comes
I know
up.
it's interesting. I don't do that, but it would be interesting not to play backwards. You know, it's already difficult to play in the right way, but, you know.
I think
No,
I think he was just saying, try something new. Take your horn and walk through the forest and play it, or just do something different with your
it's
instrument.
good. It's good. It's good. It's
Yeah.
good.
It's
I
pretty
think
cool.
it's good to not to emulate, because mostly of the, especially guitar player, try to emulate is Guitar Hero, Sound
Yeah.
like it sound like Larry Carlton, it sound like Scott Henderson. It try to emulate every phrase, But I think in this way it won't be really musically. It would be like just a copy of
Yeah.
the original. It won't be that the original one is always the best, the original.
Yeah,
Right?
I know,
What do you
totally.
think?
Absolutely. I saw a few years ago, I saw Lee Ritenour. And Lee Ritenour was so copied along with Larry Carlton, for so long, right? So many people tried to sound
I
like Lee
remember.
Ritenour, and I never really liked it. But then when I heard Lee live again, I was like, oh, of course, Lee is fantastic. It's the
Yeah,
copies
he's really.
that aren't so good, because they're not him. He's a great player. I saw him with
Yeah,
Dave
really.
Grusin actually at a club in LA last year.
Yeah.
It was really good concert.
It's very, very great player, really great player, He's very
Yeah.
professional and very, very musically. Also, the rhythm, he got a really nice rhythm patterns, It's very,
Yeah.
very, very nice.
Yeah. I have another message, well, several. Let's see. Frederick Loiseau.
I don't know. I don't
Okay,
know. Hi, Frederick.
Loiseau. Anyway, he said probably Gianfranco met Ted Green and Jimmy Weibel too. And he is from Paris, and he was at GIT 86
So,
to 88.
before me. It's
Yeah.
great time. It's okay. So, Jimmy Weibel, another incredible guy. What you can say? It's monster. There are so many monster there at GIT. So many monster, But
And Ted Green.
also
probably.
Ted Green, also great, really great. But what I learned a lot, it was from Joe Diorio. He really must with it seemed to be simple to teach for him, but it is so great to let you work on music. He really, sometimes I used to call him. Especially when I was recording the new CD, and he say beautiful thing about my composition. It's very humble because he say, "How you can compose like that?" You know. And just about this second album, that's in the time. Then the track you already played at the beginning is Bob Mintzer on sax in several tracks. And Joe say that he never hear to play so good Bob Mintzer as on this CD. He say Bob Mintzer is great sax player, but Joe Diorio loves the way he play in this CD. He said, "It's incredible." Yeah.
That's nice. That's really nice.
In this CD, the drummer is Walter Martino. Is the son of Bruno Martino, the composer of Eschéte. Do you remember when you perform Eschéte in Pescara? And I work on the spelling. You remember?
Yes.
Yeah. Remember?
Yes. Actually,
I was write paper,
Yeah, and I've been singing that lately too, actually, because it's so beautiful. It's such a beautiful song. Eschéte. Yeah. Also, Marx, he posted your arrangement of Libertango.
Yeah.
He said he loves your arrangement.
Okay, thank you so much. Because it's supposed to be with the, I call the instrument fisarmonica with the bandoneon. It's used to play with like piazzolla, but with the electric guitar it sounds fine. I find an arrangement that it works in trio: guitar, bass, and drums. It really works. Thank you.
Should we listen to that, or should we stick to our plan?
There are also, if you can find on my YouTube channel, there are also some duo performance with John Stowell, the guitar player. Stowell. It was a very nice gig with him.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you find something, or you can play Outside the Door from my first record, where there is Mr. Bill Evans on saxophone. There's also Scott Kinsey on keyboards. Or tribal tech. Really, in the Outside the Door, he played tenor sax, but he play also soprano sax in some track. It really sounds amazing.
Well, what would you like me to play?
Yeah, you choice.
Wow. Well, I mean, there's a lot of things, and also Gianfranco's going to play some live stuff. Should I play the Libertango? I love Astor Piazzolla, but should I play that or no?
No, it's better. It's better to play other things. To put more. I prefer more original song. You can play also. Oh, you know what? You can play this song. This is "Walking Your Way." If you got the.
Okay, I have that.
Also from, and there is Bob Mintzer on a soprano saxophone. On piano, John Beasley on piano.
Okay. Yeah.
This is great. And Michael Merling on bass. And Walter Martino, the son of Bruno Martino, Eschéte on drums, and myself on nylon string guitar.
Okay,
electric guitar.
Okay, so I'm just going to repeat that, and I think that's fantastic. So you on nylon string guitar, Martinez, I forgot his first name, the drummer.
Walter. For you guys American.
Walter.
Walter. It says Walter. No, I think in this track I play electric guitar.
Oh, okay.
Another track I play.
Okay, so Walter, who's the son of Bruno Martinez, who wrote Eschéte. And right. Then there's
Bob Mintzer.
Bob Mintzer on
soprano sax,
and John Beasley
on piano.
And Michael Manring. who we
bass,
spoke to
bass.
last week, who's a G.
Yeah. Hi, Michael. Say hi to Michael. He's a
Okay,
great
so-
incredible musician, incredible person.
Incredible.
Both.
So that's what we're going to do right now. I'm playing Walking Your Way. That's what the song is called.
Yeah.
And hold on one second. I'm getting it together. Walking Your Way.
Okay.
Open up. There we go. Cool.
Oh, thank you. And that's what I love. In just when I record the album, it isn't just a guitar play album. I give space to one instrument. You know, I think the better way is to be open to all the instruments, because it's no usually the guitar player just play a lot of guitar parts.
Yeah.
I love to give on my composition. I love to give space to other instruments too, and so we'll be like a team together. Not
Yeah.
just I think it's better in this way. I think so.
I think so too. It's serving the music.
Right.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. It's beautiful. That was really nice. Yeah. I was especially drawn to Michael Manring.
Yeah.
His playing is really quite present, you know.
No, it's great. It's great. It's great comping, great solo. It's nice because he played very good over the chord changes. He's great player in every style. So usually we know Michael like he got 20 hands, no?
Yeah.
2,000 parts together in one time. But yeah, he's played over the chord change, and he played very, very musically great.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
beautiful playing, really beautiful playing.
Yeah. Mark would like to know if you listened to Frank Zappa because he hears a lot of complexity in your playing.
At the really beginning, it's great, Frank Zappa. But I used to listen to him many years ago. I love him. I love him.
Cool.
Yeah, it's a really complex, also harmony, and so also rhythm stuff, rhythm all time. But when I compose, I want to talk about this, about my composition. When I compose, I don't think. I just compose, then I will analyze what I did. You know, I don't do like I had to compose in this way. No way. I just compose what it comes out. Then I realize, I analyze what I'm doing. You know what I did. Or I love to do like that. More natural,
Yeah.
naturally in that way, and more
Yeah.
musically, I think. Because
Yeah.
I think I had to play the dominant 13 with flat 9. If you think like that, it's more mathematics than music. I just come out, and then I realize what I did.
Yeah.
What I made.
Well, Loiseau quoted Joe Diorio, which I'm sure you know. He said this too. Don't play what you know. Play what you are.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I have a a guitarist here. You may know his name because he's quite a bit online. He goes to North Texas State. Taylor Hatch.
Maybe.
Yeah. Anyway, he listed a number of questions, but I'm going to kind of pick and choose the questions to ask at the right time. But I do. He said, assuming you've dealt with some sort of tension in your hands, what has helped you become more relaxed in your playing, and what helps you improve your fluidity?
Okay, I just don't think. You know what? Because I don't really think about guitar playing. I just to think about horn player. And I try to phrase it in a different way as the usual guitar player does. I try to emulate like saxophone players or a trumpet player, also piano player. But
So now,
I don't know. Try to
is that more in your mind, or is that actually in your hands too?
Both, mind and hands. You know. Because I work out a lot about to do that, to be more like a horn player, that to be very smooth, very with non tension, very naturally. and I love that way to play in my way, to play guitar in that way, not to just I like also sometimes to play like a regular guitar player, like like some if I play some standard, I try to put my personality in always, also when I play standard, just standards, same thing. So I work a lot about this technique to be smooth and naturally, but it comes from the head and from the end, both, not just from the head.
Yeah.
It's the combination of both.
Yeah.
And head.
I'm gonna ask a question that Taylor usually asks, so I'm kind of jumping ahead of his question, but he usually asks because you just brought up standards. He usually asks, is there one or few standards that you always go back to enjoy creating?
Not really. Not really. I like many of them.
Okay.
But I like to be personally on the approach. There is no one specific standard, but I like so many standards, so many beautiful standards to play.
Yeah.
So I don't have one particular.
Would you like to play live for us right now, like one song?
Okay. So I introduce the bass player. He's over the other room, Angelo. Okay. Ecco qua. Okay, I go back a little bit. This Angelo, vieni qua, ti presento. This Angelo, oh no? We got same look. You see? Same look.
Yeah, very similar.
Okay. Then I want to talk. This guitars is my creation. I project. I did project because it got my signature inside, and it's very. You can play all kind of music from jazz to funk, rock, fusion, everything. Okay.
Can you guys? Could you move Could you possibly turn the camera a little so that we can see?
Farther? I mean,
no, this way, because the bass player is not really in enough. I'm sorry, tell me your name again, the bass player.
Angelo Cipollone. Okay, let's do it like this. Cipollone. Let me see, Cathy, is better. Can you più vicino?
Yes,
better?
Yes, that's great.
Okay, this song I'm gonna play is from will be from the future album. Hopefully, I will record hopefully soon with Mark Egan on bass and Massimo Manzi. This very good Italian drummer. He play also with Joe Diorio a lot. He made also record with Joe Diorio. Very. Say hi to Massimo Manzi. It's very good. It's a kind of reggae with a jazzy sound. It's called Marley Fight.
Okay.
Marley, like Bob Marley Fight.
Okay.
Okay, we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Cool tune.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Angelo Cipollone on bass.
Angelo, thank you. Very nice playing. I like that song.
Thank you, thank you.
Very cool.
I hope it sounds good together, you know, because between webcam it's not that easy to be the right level. I mean,
Yeah.
between. I hope you can hear good.
I know. Well, not bad. Do you have your original sound on in the Zoom?
No, no. It's
Yeah.
no useful. I don't really know how to use very well Zoom.
Oh, okay.
Because
I'll
you can set up the equalization. You can do.
Yeah, original sound. Maybe before we do it again, I'll show you how to do it. It's pretty easy.
Okay.
My friend Roland Ascaruns, who's also a guitar player, he said, sounds like a multi-meter composition. I couldn't determine the different meters, the time. Was it?
No, it's just a regular 4/4 songs. But just you know, I like to syncopate a little bit to move the notes in between to sound like a odd time, but it's really 4/4 tune.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool. Let's see. Maybe a few other friends of yours. Sylvia Chiattoni.
Ah, yeah. Hi, Silvia.
And
He's a very friend of mine. Very
and
good friend of mine.
Anna D'Angelo.
Anna D'Arcangelo.
Anna D'Angelo. D'Angelo.
Okay.
My
okay.
Italian is not very good.
Okay, very good, very good. say I big boss of them.
And Paolo Del Grosso.
Okay, ciao Paolo. say in
And
Italian. Ciao. Ciao.
Ivana, I'm assuming some of these are Italian people. Barbara
Ah,
Torto.
okay. She is the mother of my student, very good student.
Oh, okay,
Okay,
okay.
it's the mother. Okay.
Yeah, she said
I, Ivana.
bravissimi.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, and Christopher Fallon is complimenting you on that song.
Okay.
It's really
Thank you,
great.
Chris.
Yeah, he said pay tribute to the greats of the jazz world with a cool avant-garde modern edge that we love. Great job, Angelo.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. So, do you must have written a lot of songs. Do you write every day, or do you write?
Yeah, yeah. I get to it. I think I compose more than 60 songs.
Yeah,
Many,
yeah,
many songs. No, no, every day. I just compose when I what I could say. I had to be motivated. I had to do a new record. It would be easy to compose. I won't compose it for nothing.
yeah,
I had to be motivated.
yeah.
I started since I was a little kid. I am so many original since when I was 15, 16 years old. I love compose. I really love compose since when I was a little kid. And I tried to develop the thing. And I really love to play my I love your composing okay, G moll.
Wow.
It's very beautiful, very beautiful. You also
Thank you.
are a really good composer, and I love the song. I remember you perform live in duo with Jamie, just
Yeah.
voice and guitar.
Yeah.
It would be just fine, very beautiful.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Are you still performing the tune? Are you still performing?
That one, you know how it is. You have so many songs in your book, right? Hundreds and
I know,
hundreds. And then, so I try, last year, I think I tried to work on the same songs on my gigs so I could just feel, because normally I just, pick songs because, I don't know why, because I'm a Gemini. I want to, I want to have all these different experiences. But last year I tried to work on the same songs so that I could get a little more, involved in each song. So Jim Hall, I've performed a little bit in recent, like the last few years, but not so much. I like that song though.
It's very beautiful, very beautiful.
Hey.
I remember also your duo arrangement of Creeping on Stevie Wonder, the song Creeping. It was beautiful. I remember. Did you still,
Oh gosh.
are you still performing that song?
No, that was, I
Oh,
think I performed that with Jamie.
with
last-
Jamie.
Yeah, but that was fun. I think I even have some old recording of that live from a live concert that we did. Jamie and I were supposed to do a record together, but kind of got lost in the shuffle because I have a few projects going on. So, um, but we probably will get to it some. But I should bring back Creepin'. That was a good arrangement. I remember that arrangement.
Yeah, I remember. It's very beautiful. Really,
Yeah,
really,
yeah.
really great. Really.
Oh gosh, we were laughing about before we came on today. We were laughing about when Jamie and I went to Italy 27 years ago, and Gianfranco asked me if I remembered this one place we went. I absolutely remember it. It had been a monastery before, right?
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
up on a
right.
hill. It had several
Yeah,
buildings. The
yeah, near
food,
Pescara.
and
Yeah,
I remember.
the food was very good.
Oh yeah. And what I remember about the food was the food came out and we were like, "Oh my God," we were like eating. And then what we did not realize was that there was like 10 courses,
Yeah,
right?
right.
And we were like we had been eating all, like the first course a lot, and then there was the second, and then the third, and then the fourth. Oh my God. That food was so good.
Yeah, well, really, really. I remember we used to visit all the place around Abruzzo, Pescara, together. It was a great time, great time.
Yeah, I hope to come back to Pescara one time.
Yeah.
I have a friend who
I,
lives in gosh, I don't remember the name of the town, but it's the main body of Italy. It's on the bottom, right above Sicily. So right there,
Sicily, the island. I mean, the island of
yeah,
Sicily.
right
Ah,
above Sicily on the
yeah.
main part of Italy.
Okay, okay,
It's a town like Pescara on the water.
okay,
And
okay.
yeah, my friend lived here for a long time, Eddie Olivieri, and then he had to go back to Italy, and he just stayed there. So I keep wanting to
Okay.
go back to see him too. So you and
Yeah, it's
him,
beautiful there. Sicily is
yeah.
very beautiful. Yeah, you know.
I definitely want to go to
There's
Sicily.
also,
I have there's a song.
so also Chico. Okay,
Sorry,
sorry.
go
Go
ahead.
ahead, go ahead. No, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. No,
Well,
I was saying that Chicoria say the composition of Sicily, no? He made a composition by Sicily, no?
ah,
Yeah, yeah. Sicily is beautiful, beautiful song. Yeah.
definitely want to go to Sicily. And there's a B&B there that actually uses one of my original compositions in their promotion. So she
Oh, great.
offered to put me up for a few days. So I was like, yeah, okay, that's where I'm going. Yes, Loiseau, I know I'm pronouncing your name wrong. Maybe I'll call you Frederick, which is the other part of your name. Yes, a tribute to Jim Hall. I will give you the link to a recording of the song. And Jamie is Jamie Finley, who is a really great guitar player who was a friend, or is a friend of Gianfranco and mine.
Yeah, very friend. We are very friend with
He
Jamie.
lives
Okay.
in Seattle right now.
Yeah, I know, I know. I know.
Well, you know he lives in Seattle.
Yeah.
I was,
You remember the joke that it was before it was outside a fishing shop and they sell fish and they say a fish that it look like human, you know. And I say to Jamie, this fish look like a man. I say he understand. He was understand like he look like human. I said no, he look like human. This fish, you know. This one. And so I call Jamie Fish.
I remember
Because
that's where the
remember the joke
yes, that's where the fish joke came from, right?
from there. Yeah.
Oh gosh. Yes, I remember that. Um, that fish didn't oh well I called you monkey or you called me monkey.
Monkey, both. Katie Monkey, Gianfranco Monkey, both. No, I used to call you Katie Monkey, you Gianfranco Monkey. You know. Okay. Right, you're right.
You know, actually, Jim Hall, in the early days, I would write the song, I would write the melody and the lyrics, and I'd usually write like a root here with, for the chords and maybe a few notes in the chord, but couldn't really, and I still really, my theory is not all that great. So I do write like that, but who helped kind of get the chords together was Jeff Richmond.
Ah, right. Okay. I play also gigs with Jeff. He came to my school. I think it was 98, the last millennium, and he's a great player. We play 2-3 times together. You know, really cool player. He's really
Yeah,
nice guy.
I would have liked to hear you and he together. He's one of my favorite players too.
Yeah,
He's such a he's in a group that I have called The Moment, which is kind of a weird group. It's keyboards and Jeff and
mm,
percussion and tenor. There's no bass,
okay,
and it's
okay,
kind of a crazy. I'll send you the CD, but
okay.
Yeah, it's I love his playing. He's really a
Okay.
good player.
I want to show you. I want to
Yeah.
show you. Okay, I go up. Okay, this one one of the gig with
Oh
the
my
teachers
God.
many years ago, and I want to show you another gig. I want to show you.
Oh, that's wild, man.
This is my favorite one with Joe Diorio.
Oh.
So long ago.
Oh God.
Okay, I'm back.
Where are you right now? What is this?
Yeah, this is this is my music school, the Contemporary Music Academy. This is, we are in my school, music school, one on the other one.
Cool. Nice wallpaper. um, you've played with and recorded with a lot of really wonderful players who are well known. How I'm curious because I know other players who do that. Jeff Richmond actually was a player like that too. He recorded and played with a lot of amazing people.
Yeah, I know, I know.
So how did you? I know his story about that. I know because I've known Jeff since college. Actually, he and I went to Berkeley together, so I always knew his point of view was, I'm just going to ask anybody, you know. So were you friends with some of these people first, like Michael Manring, or did you just think, yeah, I'm just going to call Bob Mintzer
No,
up and
yeah,
ask him to record?
actually, we just became friends after we worked together. We recorded them together.
Okay.
You know, one really special person, one of the special person is Mark Egan. He's a very sweetheart guy, very humble. And I remember we did a little tour in 2011, and I came to pick him up at Rome airport, and he was very enthusiastic to talk about music like he was a kid. It is beautiful because we get lost in Rome because I was also so into his talking. It was fascinated that I get lost in Rome after we find the right way to go to Pescara. And he's very sweet guy, very humble. And you know what? With this great player, it's easier to play. It's very comfortable because they make you comfortable to play with them. So and when he was in Pescara, together we call Joe Diorio from house. We call me and Martigan, we call Joe Diorio to say hi, you know.
Yeah.
So Joe Diorio, Joe, how are you? With that beautiful accent, how are you? You know, it's beautiful. Yeah.
I have a request from one of the people listening who always is on here. She would like you to move your chair a lot closer so we can actually see your face better.
Okay, it's better.
Even closer.
I come down. Okay, let's do this. I have to do some technical. It's too close now. Okay, it's better.
That's better.
Better.
Yeah.
Okay. You know, because when I'm performing, I have to go back a little bit. You know, because of Angelo. You know, we cut him.
Well, definitely. And also, sorry, but your microphone is a little noisy again.
Oh, sorry. Let me set up it. Okay, is better?
Probably.
Maybe.
Yeah. Oh, I still hear it. Yeah, it sounds like paper is, you know.
Maybe because it's moving, you know.
It's moving against your shirt, probably, yeah.
Let's do this. It's not nice, but I can do this. Okay. It's better.
Oh, that's better, yeah.
Okay, I found a way, you know, because when you know, after so many years, I take back to work with the mountain bike, and so if you saw on Facebook, and when I had to talk with people, I used to do this. Put this microphone inside my jackets, you know. So it would be no noise because the wind, you know. Like this.
I know the wind can be very bad. I know.
Really.
Let's see. I have Taylor would like to know what do you think? How do you think? What are the characteristics of being a band leader? You know, like when you're leading a band, what do you? I don't know if you tell your students how to do this or not. Do you?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I do. Yeah. I think.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Now the sound is muffled now.
Go back to the past.
Yeah, that's good.
I just need to move it to be like like
Real stiff.
It's better in this way. It's better if
Yeah. Do you have a clip? Maybe you could clip it.
Okay, I take something about
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, like a
What do you
clip.
think?
Yeah. Probably better. Okay. Yeah, let's try that.
Is better.
I think so.
It's better.
Yeah,
Okay.
because it's clipped to the microphone, right?
Yeah, maybe. I can see. Okay, it's better.
Yeah, that's probably better. Okay.
Okay.
Now you don't have
You
to.
tell me.
Yeah.
Okay. I think to be a band leader, you to be. I know I like to have all perfect. I mean, I love to give space to every musician, but when we play some composition of mine, I love to play what about the team, what I was writing down, but respecting is their personality. But I really care to be all smooth, not too much noise together, you know, too much notes, but it be like perfect, balanced, the right word.
Yeah.
I'm very maniac, but balanced. And so, but I think there are some bad leader that get angry. No, I don't like that. But sometimes I do, sometimes I do, but I think you have to work like friendly because music come up. If there are some tension between the person, it won't be like it won't be so smooth musically. There's something because we play what we are, as Joe Diorio said, and so I try to be a very beautiful atmosphere between. But I really care to be perfect. What I want, the sound that I want.
You know, I've heard various stories. One guy, I won't mention who, but very famous player who brought great musicians on the road, and he over directed each person, you know, and so each person was annoyed after a while, you know. They were great player, like really great players, but they were not allowed to do what they do. And why even hire them, you know, if you don't want that quality of playing from a player, you know.
No, I think this is not good. It's not good about music because I think what you need to be in a good harmony between musician between each other. If not, you can hear about the playing. There is something wrong.
Yeah.
Even if you are a master player, there is something that you hear. There's no right. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't like that way, not to over conduct, you know, to be like
control
too hard with no. But I think you know when I compose, I write also sometimes the drums part, bass part, and I was just about thinking about which bass player gonna play. Try to respect his personality.
Yeah.
And every time we rehearse, I say, If you want to add some more personality, you can. But
Yeah.
mostly they leave what I brought.
But this, of course,
Our
is for the
slide.
head, right? It's not for the blowing, it's for the head part, right?
I mean, for that, just that.
Yeah,
When the blow just get free, you know.
yeah,
I think each one it must be is itself.
yeah, yeah. John Orsini would like to know what it was like to play with Joe Diorio.
Oh, I remember that the gigs that I got eye fever. I remember, and but it's so comfortable. It's so comfortable because he's such a sweetheart guy. He's a monster, but he's you get comfortable to play with him because he's kind of like you play with your daddy, you know. He's very sweet, you know, and it's beautiful. It was one of the best experience in my life to play. It was like the dream come true because he was always my hero. Before I came to Musician Institute, I would come there for him, other guitar player, but it was like a dream come true to play with him. Really, well, Cathy. You know Cathy because you did a lot gig with him.
Yeah,
It's
he
very
was beautiful.
guitar, you know. He got that sense of humor. It's fantastic, you know. It's great. It's great.
And I like space. Well, that's why I like playing with guitar a lot because there's a there's usually I know this goes against the jokes about guitar, but usually there's space and there's even space within like a whole note or like a long because it's texture with guitar too, especially with guitar, I think. So there's texture, there's a kind of comfortableness in the give and take, the conversation back and forth. And that's what I really love about guitar, singing with guitar too. And for the record that we did, he was funny. I kept trying to bring in songs that were swing, and he would say, "Yeah, this is good, but let's do it slower." And so the whole record ended up being ballads.
Yeah.
But that was a really nice experience, really beautiful.
Yeah, but it's a really great record, so really and beautiful, it's beautiful, and it's like he play like an orchestra.
Yeah.
He just a guitar player, but he play like it was an orchestra. It's beautiful harmony, beautiful rhythm. It's so natural, so smooth, so beautiful. You sing amazing.
Oh,
You
thanks.
are one of my best singer. I remember to my students say, I let you your CD, that one you gave me, and all the ones say you get your voice like an instrument when you sing is like an instrument.
Oh,
Very
thank
very
you.
beautiful. But you're
Thank you
such
very
a great
much.
singer.
Thank you. um, let's see. Okay, let's see if I can read this, Priscilla. Priscilla said, "Me encanto tu acento. ¿De dónde eres en Italia?" Did I say it?
She's Spanish. She's
Yeah,
Spanish.
yeah, she's from Puerto Rico.
A Puerto Rico. She say can hear my Italian accent, I guess. What she say? That?
Yeah, she said she loves your accent. Yes,
Oh, thank
and
you.
he's from Pescara. Pescara.
Pescara?
Well, you're from Pescara. I'm telling him.
I'm from Pescara. But I guess she was from Puerto Rico. Now she's from Pescara.
He's from Pescara, Italy. Okay, I answered for you. Um, we talked a little bit before about how the pandemic has affected, has
All right.
affected us both. How has it affected where you are? And just I can imagine not just Pescara, but also in general? Because you must have been traveling before too, right? For tours.
Right, right. Yeah, there are. Now is better. Now is better, but it was musically about gigs. It was really limited, really limited. Because also when they open the club, people get scared to go into clubs about to get the COVID, you know.
Yeah.
And then something is changed. Something's changed. It's not like before, but it's getting. It seems it's getting step by step, but normally. But it takes time.
Yeah.
I think in Los Angeles it's different. People
Do you
come.
think do you think in Europe or Italy that clubs have actually closed and then new clubs are coming up? That's what's happening in LA.
Right. Same thing in Italy.
Yeah.
So all the club, a lot of club after the COVID, they closed because there's no job, no work, you know.
Yeah.
They closed. They open new one. But let's hope that something about Italy that they try to give space more to cover band. That will be fine, but they give less space to original music. That's too bad. Okay, I don't know if in LA it's different. You got everything, but here the cover band works a lot of gigs. People, and this is not good because the original music is beautiful. Is something that you get new sound, new music. But it's coming this fact that they play a lot of cover band.
Yes.
That's
Okay.
too bad. That's too bad, not for the cover band, but it's too bad because we can work both, like cover bands and also original band with original music.
Yeah. Yeah.
So mostly you play original music if you cut into festivals, something like that, you know.
Yeah.
You know. That's too
Let's
bad.
see.
I think.
Would you like to play a live one, or shall I play it?
Okay.
Yeah.
We play. Let's play one tune called "Outside the Door" from my
Okay.
first record. So we can hear this was my debut album. I did it with ESC record, you know, the German label ESC record. The same
Okay.
of Jose Vinul, Frank Gambale, Scott Henderson. But it was my debut album. I sent when I composed for this recording this album, I didn't know what happens, and it was a good response. I was happy.
And
about
who's playing on this one?
this one are mostly Italian musician,
Okay.
but in this track there's Bill Evans on saxophone. Bill Evans, tenor saxophone.
Okay. Yeah. So for those of you listening, Bill Evans. There's also a Bill Evans who plays saxophone. He's very.
He's not the pianist.
Right.
He was gone. Great, Bill Evans pianist. You know. Bill Evans.
Yeah. We might have
Great.
seen. There was this club that I went to years ago, but I don't know if it was with you or not. And we saw Bill Evans. It was in the middle of a forest, this club, and Bill Evans was playing, the saxophone player. I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, that was the.
I don't think with me.
No. Okay.
I don't think.
Okay. So this one is called "Outside That Door." Yeah, that is cool, man.
Yeah. Thank you. This is why this a little hard about the odd meter because it's a 3 measure of 7/4, 1 measure of 3/8 that change the downbeat, you know.
Yeah.
And so it's always changing the time. You know, it's pretty particular, but it's more musical. Also, if it's complex, but it works. It works.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. I was wondering if it was actually written, the melody was written starting on an odd beat, because it could have worked like that too. So that's really interesting. Actually, the other night I told you I went to hear Russell Ferrante. And Russell Ferrante and also this friend of mine, Gary Fukushima, they think they don't think with the downbeat. They think, they start phrases everywhere in their rhythm. And that's part of the appeal for me, that kind of different rhythm. But that song that we just played was really cool. It was, even though it might be, more complicated, your time, it still is very accessible, It's very
Thank you.
rememberable and yeah, really nice. Cool.
I remember Bill Evans always enjoyed to play, he loved the tune,
Yeah,
and he played amazing on the suit.
totally.
He started with the phrasing, it blew up.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Really great. Yeah, Roland, we already talked about Zappa. Maybe you weren't here. Too late. Roland is a big Zappa fan. So John Orsini would like to know if you're familiar with Luigi or Pasquale Grasso, and have you played with either one of them?
No, I'm sorry, I don't know them.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Pasquale especially is like he's kind of rising up in fame. He's a young guitarist. I don't know Luigi though, John. So I'll have to check that out as well. And Federico Di Mena, he said magical sound.
Thank you. He's my student, Federico. Ciao, Federico. And he's the son of the lady they brought, Barbara.
Yes, yes.
I mentioned
Oh
before.
man.
Very good student. Like I get many in all this year. I get so many students, mostly very good musicians, very good guys.
That's the best, isn't it?
Okay. On this record is this one. There is a ballad that if you love, I would like to come back, Angelo. And I
Yeah.
want to play this ballad for you guys.
Okay.
It's called Shadow and Light. Angelo's ready. It's called Shadow and Light, and I composed this song without instrument. I composed in '93 without instrument. I just come out in my head, and when I get back to home, I just write it down.
Are you playing live?
Yeah, we're playing live. Okay.
So Angelo, I see that this is probably your computer, right?
Yeah.
Can you, could I lead you to turn on the original sound? Can I show you how to do that?
Ok, se mettere l'original sound su Zoom?
Original sound?
Sì.
Okay, so yeah, so
You're
you're my translator. So I'll tell you how to do it. So down at the bottom, there's a little microphone icon, and next to it, there's like a little arrow. So go into that.
C'è un piccolo microfono.
Little microphone. You see the little microphone?
On the left?
Yes,
On the left.
correct.
Okay.
And then there's the
click.
little arrow. Go click on that.
C'è una freccia. Ho detto una freccia. I mean, on the bottom to the left, this microphone, the icon.
Yes, the bottom left is the icon. It says there's a little microphone, and it says mute.
Okay.
So then,
mute.
but then click on the little
Yes,
arrow. The little arrow right next to it. No, there's no arrow, no little arrow?
No.
There isn't.
Oh,
It's not.
all right. Well, let's see if I can
Tanto cambio
the other way. Okay. Well,
Non sento bene.
Perché così, così. Aspetta, dobbiamo mettere meglio l'immagine. I have to get a little bit
Ci sa, mi metta...
così. Troppo così. Perché dice original sound. Okay, this is a Shadow and Lights. Let me check my pedal board a bit. No, non ti preoccupare. Okay. Maybe now. Okay.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you,
Angelo,
Angelo.
Angelo, great solo, beautiful.
Faccio complimenti per il solo. Angelo, say thank to you. He's a
Massimo,
shy guy. He's a shy guy.
Massimo Manzi said hello to both of you.
Ah, okay. Massimo Manzi is the drummer. I told you they play also with Joe Diorio.
Yeah.
A lot. Is one of the best in Italy, also in Europe. He's very musical drummer, and we play so many concerts together, and we play in the next album with Mark Egan, as I told you. Ciao Massimo.
Hello,
La trottola.
I look forward to hearing you. And Paolo Del Grosso said, bravi.
Grazie. Again, near you guys.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
So, let's see. You wrote a book, right, for teaching?
Okay. This book, it was, I got the Lyre Note by Mark Egan. Now it is only available in Italian. About the modals, the guitarist, jazz and fusion, the improvisation, about mods. I talk about to be creative, I talk about harmony, about phrasing, about how create music solo, and all the family of chords, and the right scale and the arpeggio to use over it. You know, also the different modal and harmony concept. You know, the superimposing also arpeggio, how to superimpose arpeggio to create a extension on the sound of the chords, and it's very. This one is volume number 1. It's supposed to be number 2, number 3. See, we'll see when. Okay. And it was you know, it's Mark Egan helped me a lot to give me some counseling.
Yeah.
And it was so kind, and they write the Liar Note about this.
So is
this
this
book.
in Italian or English?
In Italian, just Italian. But
Okay.
when I did translate all this book in English for Mark Egan, because he can talk Italian. So I did actually in English all the book.
Oh my gosh.
It would be nice. It would be nice to, you know, to write it down in English, so it would be international. It would be maybe
Yeah,
we'll
yeah.
see. It takes a lot of work. It's a lot of work to write a book, you know, to be clear. To, you know, when you teach one by one, you get the student in front of you. It's easier. But when you have to explain concept just with words, is not so easy. So I try to be more clear, more simple, to let you understand the concept. So it was pretty good, and Mark Egan loves this book. He's so humble. They say, why you don't teach me some harmony lesson? You know, he's so humble. Why? It's incredible. Incredible. It's incredible. It's incredible. It's incredible. And so in the Liar Note, he say, all the one need this book, also me. You know, he's so humble. He's such a sweet guy. So humble, you know.
That's so sweet.
Yeah, really, really.
Yeah. I know, writing a book, I have written, well, I've written 2 books, but I put out only 1 book, and I keep thinking I want to kind of revisit the second book and put it out, but it is hard. It's hard to be very clear and to put things in order.
Yeah.
I even last year, this book, I actually put this book out. It's a little philosophy book, The Act of Becoming. It's very little. But what this was kind of a line of thought that I was thinking over 15 years in my teaching and my performing. And basically what this is about is about how a lesson in your life, let's say a lesson about guitar, is the same lesson you can apply to your life. So these lessons can be applied everywhere in your life. And so it's very subtle, you know, but that's what this book is about. So I wanted to finish it, and, you know, but then I have my vocal technique book too, which I put together a long time ago, but it's challenging putting together your thoughts simply
I know.
and in order.
It's not easy.
No.
It's a lot of work. It's
Yeah.
really a lot of work. So when after you go back to site to see if they fix some mistake, you know, you go 1,000 times to look. You know, it's a lot of work.
know,
It's really
man.
a lot of work. Really a lot of work. You know.
Yeah, the editing will kill you.
Yeah, just say it's easier to make CD. It's easier to make music, to write music. To write a book is not easy, you know. It's not easy to communicate your concept between just words, you know. Just words.
Yeah.
It's so hard. You know it.
I do know. Do you enjoy being in the studio and recording and producing?
Yeah, I really enjoy. Actually, I work. I did many records as a sideman. Also in jazz fusion project. and also in pop, little bit progressive, other kind of music, and I love studio work a lot. This year I did many studio work.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love to do it. I like both. I like composing a lot. I like to play live, especially to play my music, also play other music, and to studio working. I love to do studio working.
Yeah. How many CDs do you have of your own?
I got 3 CD.
Okay.
These 3, this one, these 3.
Right.
After we're gonna play something about this last CD with this Michael Manning on bass and an Italian drummer named Oreste Sbarra. And there is a ballad I play acoustic guitar, so you can hear on acoustic guitar. It's Rain Inside.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
would like to play?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'd love to hear that. Okay, here we go. It's
Yeah.
raining
So I
inside.
play acoustic.
And what's the title of that record?
It's a Vertical Horizon. Vertical Horizon.
Okay, Vertical Horizon. Did you
And
get that, Roland?
Okay. It's in trio. It's just recording live in trio with
Yeah.
Michael Manning.
Yes.
Just live recording.
Okay. Mm. Oh, that's really beautiful.
I like to play in trio because you have to cover you play core melody, so you have to cover harmony and melody. But I love to play trio gigs for these things.
Yeah.
And this CD only trio. It's all trio CD.
Yeah. Um, let's see. John Gage is here, and he said that's wonderful. He loves this music. Beautiful composition.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, John.
And Frederick said, great guitar sound.
Thank you.
That's always good when a guitar player compliments your sound, right?
Thank you. We
Um,
are a community.
exactly. Yeah. 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 There's a lot of really good players in LA lately. There's a number of people who moved from New York in the last year or two, who have moved here. You know, the younger kind of great players, you know. And the music, you probably really like the music that's going on here. It's modern, and it's a beautiful blend, really. It's like there's some fusion in it, and there's some acoustic, like it's there's just a lot of great music. It's just I've been really enjoying the music here. We had this club called the Blue Whale. Were you familiar with that club?
No, is new one or is a
Well, it was in existence about 10 or 11 years, and they just closed over the pandemic. Anyway, this
bad.
a student of mine from the Musicians Institute named Jun Lee, he's Korean, he opened it. And
Oh,
he loves supporting community and supporting the young players coming up. And so it was, internationally known, and lots of people from all over played there, and just a great environment, really nice, mostly at like a big room where, well, not big, kind of small, medium, where people sat and listened. And then there was kind of another room attached that had the bar in it, but it wasn't really noisy back there. It was really about the music. Really a very nice experience. So I think that supported, you know, the community, and it was really, it was a good thing. You know, a lot of people met and projects grew out of it. It was really good.
that's too bad. This closed. That's too bad. You know, we need more of this club.
Yeah,
You know,
absolutely. Especially where people hang out and can play with each other and develop new ideas, you know?
right, right. It's very important. Very
Yeah,
important.
yeah. Do you have jam sessions there?
A lot, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's, you know, sometimes they open just in a place, they close up in another place. You know, it's always change the place where we can do jam session, but it's still doing in here.
Yeah. Do you have a venue in your school? Like, do you have a performance venue in your school, like a room?
Not really, but sometimes we do over here. This a little stage, and we perform over here, over here.
Yeah. Do you see,
Sometime.
yeah. Do you see in your area, do you see musical groups kind of forming and get growing? Do you see that too?
Yeah, also that. Yeah,
Yeah.
that too.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good. You know, sometimes to to make sense to play music, I found you know, like a live play workshop together to make music together. It's very important because today mostly they play by yourself with the sequencer with the backing track. But it's very important to play with the other musician and start to grow up how music it works
Yeah.
with bands. With you know, it's very important to be with other musicians and play music.
Yeah, yeah. Um, and we, bef- well, I'm guessing you haven't really fully gone back to touring, but where were you touring before the pandemic hit?
Okay, I did this festival. You can find it on YouTube. You know the Bratislava Just
Yes.
Day in Slovakia is very huge festival in Europe, and I play when I play with my band. Then it was incredible experience. You know, you can find also on YouTube.
Oh,
And
okay.
there's I don't know if you want to check it out on YouTube. This song is called
Sure.
Fragment of Soul. This one
Fragment of
of
Soul.
Soul.
Okay.
Bratislava Just Days. You know, is the festival.
Okay, let's see if I can let's see. Hold on one sec. I'm looking.
Okay,
And
right.
Fragment. That's a great title.
Fragments of
Fragment
Soul.
of
Yeah.
Soul, Romania. No.
No, it's from Bratislava. Is Bratislava. Let's work. Gianfranco Continenza band. Fragments of Soul.
Okay. Fragments of Soul. Yes, here we are. Okay.
Okay.
So, right there.
Okay.
We just play fragment solo and
Cool, very nice.
It was a big audience, and it is a very hard tune, very hard tune. I can play more today.
That was
many years ago, but it was a beautiful festival.
yeah, it's a great, wonderful band. I love the band.
Yeah, very great musician. Yeah.
Yeah, who is the pianist?
The pianist is Angelo Trabucco. They're all from this area. The bass player is Maurizio Rolli, and the drummer is Dante Melena. It's all from this area. The musician about my first CD, anyway, my old band.
They all, everybody sounded great. I loved what you did.
Yeah.
When the pianist was taking his solo, it was really beautiful. And then you came in with this response that was great. You know,
Yeah.
it's just, it was very
Thank
nice,
you.
really great. Yeah.
Thank you.
Roland's asking if you're familiar with, he said it's kind of, you know, not really related, but he wants to know if you're familiar with an Italian group from the 1980s, PFM.
Yeah, sure. It's a very famous band that they play at the beginning progressive music, but they're also famous for pop music, pop rock music. Very famous band in Italy. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Did you
very
like?
familiar,
Did
yeah.
you like them?
Yeah, I like very much. Yeah.
Yeah.
The old work. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good musician.
Cool. And one more person saying hello. Pier Paolo Catena.
Okay. This is a very good bass player. We are some project together, and ciao per Paolo. He's a very good bass player and a very nice person too. You know, I'm lucky because I have so many nice person and great musician around me.
It's great. Well, believe it or not, it's 2 hours.
Yeah, I know. You know, it was like
I know.
fast.
I know.
You know.
I have to say, it is so nice to see you, to see your face,
Me too.
and to feel
Me too.
you. You're you've always been such a beautiful person, and you are.
Thank
I
you.
mean,
You
I'm
too.
just
Thank you.
it feels great to hook up again.
Same to you. Thank you for having me. It was great to see you after so many years. I hope to see you really live. Maybe
Yes.
doing something together.
It
would
could
be
happen.
great, you know?
It could happen.
I
I want to come to Italy.
I hope so. Really. Thank you so much, Cathy. Thanks for all the listeners that saw this show, and thanks also to Angelo.
Thank you, Angelo.
Angelo. Ok, a show up Angelo. Stiamo salutando. Vieni, Angelo. Maybe he was getting sleep. You know? Like, here we go. You know.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you. Thank you so much. It was nice to meet you.
Thank you, Cathy. Thank you. I hope to see you soon. Okay.
I hope to
Just
see you.
wait no, after other 27 years. No, before, much before. Okay.
Yes. Okay. I promise.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you to everyone. I say to everyone over this show. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Ciao.
Bye bye. Ciao. Ciao. Ciao.
Bye-bye.
Ciao.